And your pants are shit. Why? Why is there shit?
Why you shit your pants?
Why did you shoot your pants, boy?
Imagine coming home, just for your parents to find out you're shitting your pants, and you just like getting your ass up. Well, there's still shit on your ass.
Welcome everyone to the NoiseComplaint podcast. My name is Crazy Clanka Christian, and I'm joined today by Gary's Factor, also known as Cameron.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. We're gonna get loud. We're gonna talk about video games.
Shut up.
Okay.
The Steebly Wiener, Nick.
What's up?
And Alan.
I love Dr. Pepper.
He loves Dr. Pepper.
Not sponsored. But he
Today's
loves Dr. Pepper.
topic
I love
today will be, I guess, an interesting one. Today, we have all come up with our own video game concepts, right?
Boo.
First, we all put time and effort, as I gave everyone 3-week notification.
No, you didn't.
Except for Nate, I gave him a 2-week notification because I forgot about him. Sorry about that.
Whoops.
So does anybody want to start?
Honestly, since you're the big man, you can go first. Cameron?
You're talking to Christian, not you, Cameron. Big man. I broke his fucking chair.
Brother, bro, either honked a tune or you broke a chair. Which one was it?
I'm gonna open up.
I pulled the wrong lever. I pulled the wrong.
I'm gonna open up.
Oh, you
paint
pulled the
real quick,
wrong
guys.
lever, bro. How'd you pull up the wrong
Why are you
lever?
pulling up paint?
Why are you pulling up paint?
Yeah, why we...
How the audience gonna see?
Oh yes, the audio listeners, you shall listen to him
Yes.
paint.
Well, also, I'm not recording it either, so neither is the Discord people. This is just for us to understand better.
All right.
All right, so my first idea, Cameron has heard of this one
Fucking
before
bright,
already.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Where's my brightness at?
Look at Nick's face. Look how fucking...
Oh, look how bro's
Look
over
at
here looking
this
like
shit.
Casper the Ghost, bro. Look at Casper right now. Holy fuck.
I'm fucking
Holy
trying to turn my brightness down. It's so fucking
Yeah,
bright.
Right.
Shine bright like a
Look at
diamond.
that, man. And it's fucking
Where is it?
shining.
Oh man.
Holy
Let's shine bright. Let's shine bright. Oh!
I'm blind. Ball.
Brightness,
Ball.
brightness. Where you at? Where is it?
Ball.
Nightlight, warm colors.
I am
Yes.
glowing.
Brother,
Oh, my Lord.
you are
You are
I
glowing.
am glowing.
you are glowing and you are
No.
low quality.
Is
Oh,
that what it's
damn.
going? Is that what it's going to look like when Billy and Stu finally make it to heaven? What am I kidding? They're,
they
they're
already
going to hell.
fought Jesus, bro. They already fought Jesus. I think
Well,
they're
I
already
mean,
in
they're going
heaven.
to hell. They ain't going to heaven. Those poor bastards.
They're gonna be fucking Archangel Michael or some shit. The Archangel.
All right. Anyways, so my first idea was I was thinking about milsim games, right?
Milsim
Like,
games?
milsims like Arma and Squad. and, other
military
games, right?
simulations. Yeah.
Yeah, milsims. And I've been thinking, man, you know what we haven't had yet? You know, since this other genre that we've had is just so popular, it's just everywhere. A battle royale. And I thought, what if we had
lost
a
me
battle
already.
royale? What if we had what if we had a military sim battle royale?
You lost me, bro.
I know.
I
I was Cameron the
have
first time I had it.
What?
I see that shit.
What are you talking about?
He sees that shit.
Close schedule 1, you fuck.
You bastard! Close that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be, all of these motherfuckers have been addicted to Schedule 1 for the past couple of days.
Listen,
Yeah, man,
Like,
I've only
schedule.
played like a total like 5 hours, man. It's fun. I've only,
Bullshit. Bullshit. You already have 100 hours. Don't lie.
actually, let me check. I have 6.4 hours.
700 hours. He
Bullshit.
said, yeah, 700. Guys.
No.
Put your pants in them.
If he gets back on, snip his dick off.
You know,
Snip it.
there is a game
Snip it.
I low key am sad about the fall off of. Sparking Zero. Man,
Man.
that
Ooh.
game was like the peak for a moment, and the next thing you know,
Ooh.
I saw no one else play it for a bit. It was just gone.
Honestly, they have.
It
I
fell
mean,
hard.
yeah. Especially with how today's day and age is like. Nowadays games need constant updates, like new content updates,
Like
which
nothing
is
wrong
really
with the game.
sad.
The game's
0%.
fun. It's just it's
Because
sad
lack
to
of
see it go.
content, just the lack of content it has.
It had so much though to begin with.
It did, but then it got
I tell you right now,
it got used to like some.
if you go on Sparking Zero right now and get into a casual or a ranked match, all you're gonna see every game is Beast go on.
As
Nothing
someone who
but
has
Beast
over
Gohan.
100 hours, I think he knows what he's talking about.
Okay,
It's nothing but Beast go on.
Once again, we went off topic so fucking hard. Anyways,
I
Christian,
apologize for my
back
Oh.
to your game idea.
Yes, the game
So-
idea.
Am I right?
My idea was a battle royale military sim because we've had battle royales and we had military sims, but we never had a military sim battle royale game, right?
Stop having a fucking strobe.
He's playing Schedule 1. I know those police lights anywhere.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
No, I'm not.
What
No.
happened? What you doing over there?
So
Nick?
hang on.
He keeps
Hang on,
flashbanging himself.
hang on,
Fucking,
watch this. Watch this.
Oh,
Hang on. Wait.
he keeps flashbanging himself.
You know what? That's it.
I'm just trying to find my fucking brightness, dude.
oh, I know what he's doing. He's turning on the it's like the sunset mode for the computer. It like makes the light
The
orange.
Night
yeah.
light.
Yeah.
You need to full screen his screen. I just have it like
you don't have the full
semi
screen.
open. Yeah, I just have it semi open. Like I can see everyone still.
He has not.
Just-
Yeah.
Okay, audience. It's been
Okay.
It's been like.
I haven't
Sure,
even
sit
drawn
back here
anything
so
yet
I'm not
because
seeing
y'all
it.
haven't
We have not
given me a
drawn
chance to even
anything.
do anything yet.
All right.
So I'm not gonna lie. This idea first started off from me just thinking, man, ghillie suits, pretty fucking cool. And at the time of when I started coming up with the idea, I had just seen a video about people who used to be in the military and used ghillie suits, and what they did is that they would basically go into the area that they were going to be operating in, and they would be wearing the ghillie suits, but it'd be basically like a naked suit, basically. And what they would do is that they would grab, where'd my fucking thing go? Oh, there it is. Is that they would grab leaves and foliage from the nearby areas, right? And they would use that on their ghillie suits, basically. They
Like-
would use the foliage nearby to to put on their ghillie suits and weave it into their ghillie suits to blend into the actual areas that they're operating in.
Like almost like taking a leaf pile and just blending in with the leaf pile itself.
Yeah, basically. Basically, they would take leaves and then go into a leaf pile and blend in with the leaves. But
Yeah, I
a lot more interesting than that is they would grab grass, tree, branches, all kinds of shit to do
Okay,
it.
but so you want like a camouflage ghillie simulator, pretty much.
Well, that's where it started off with, was the idea of, man, it'd be really cool if in military simulator, if they actually had it to where you could get a ghillie suit, it'd be naked. You would start off with it naked, it wouldn't have anything on it, and you would have to intentionally grab foliage to turn it into the ghillie suit that you would know.
So like how like the okay, I understand what you're saying. I was confused.
And then it inspired it somehow into a military sim battle royale game. Somehow, I don't know how, but it just kind of transpired into that randomly somewhere in there. And
Actually, since we're talking about this kind of, since we already know, how much of us are informed about like the new Battlefield game and how they're gonna quote unquote make a battle royale.
Okay, I've only heard a little bit, but I would like you to break it down.
there's a new
for our
Battlefield
viewers.
game.
I haven't heard nothing.
I haven't heard anything.
There's a new one being made in the works, but they want to like make it with the players. Alan knows more about it.
Well, I don't know like fully, but I know like the maybe like the small parts. But there's a new Battlefield game coming out, and like it looks really nice. It's going back to like ground foot, military gameplay.
Yeah.
But supposedly one of the ideas that was being like talked about was they're gonna make like a battle royale. The way how they did Firestorm for five? Yeah. Plus,
Might care.
they're gonna make it, that style, ground boots on ground. Which not gonna lie, if they maybe have this concept in it, that will probably be cool. But me being a fucking battle royale fucking hater, number one hater, I don't, I don't like it. But I mean, it was sound interesting. It was sound cool for people who enjoy those type of concepts and have like boots on ground battle royales. There hasn't been many of those at all. Which, I mean, who knows? Maybe someone out there will actually do one. That's a good one. Boots on ground.
Maybe Battlefield will actually get good again at some point.
I've seen the trailers. I've seen like the arts and stuff. They haven't released any play tests dates. I don't know if they
And
will.
2042, man, just fucking died.
Bro, because I mean, it was really bad at launch for like a long
The
time.
last thing I saw about 2042 was Russian Badger's video. That was
Mhm.
Man, the last thing I heard about was there was no leader. There was like no leaderboard or scoreboard for like a year, nearly a year. Which that was one of the saddest things, and a lot of small features too with the game itself. But I mean, it's gotten better. It has everything now, but obviously it was too late.
It was too late. The
Battlefield
only game that's come
9/11.
from DICE that was able to somehow revive itself from the shitty launch that it had was Star Wars Battlefront 2. That game started off shit, and within a year, fucking brought itself back up somehow.
Man, I wish it was. I remember playing the beta of that game, of Battlefront 2.
I also played the
Bro, that shit, it was probably the most fun I had with my fucking on my Xbox One. It was the most fun I've had playing that shit. So fucking good. I really
Battlefront 2 was
enjoyed.
really fun.
I really enjoyed the Gatling gun, or what is it called? The rotary blaster.
The rotary blaster.
I love using the fuck out that thing. I was so addicted to it.
I replayed Battlefront 2 recently, actually, on Steam.
The classic or the recent one?
The EA one.
EA one, the recent one. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's about the same as it was when they stopped supporting it.
Man,
Except that people with heroes that got it just fucking nuts. I ran into somebody who was playing Grievous, and dude was just fucking bunny hopping, swinging, just insta killing everyone. Yeah, dude, he was fucking bunny hopping.
You told me Dave was playing a CS Ghost like
Yeah, he was fucking bunny hopping. Because apparently Grievous's like air attack, when he attacks in the air, he swings him like this, and I guess it just does fucking more damage because he was just insta killing everything and just fucking everyone up with it. I was like, holy shit.
Man, I guess there's just still more hidden features on games to this day. Who knows? there's still hidden features.
So what exactly killed Battlefield 2?
Battlefront.
Battlefront 2?
Yeah, I always.
What killed it is that they just stopped supporting it.
They stopped supporting
updating
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just stopped updating it, basically.
Which
The
was
last update was Scarif. They finally added the Empire and Rebels to Supremacy, which was their sort of capture the points on the map mode between two teams, and they finally added it for the Empire and Rebels for the last update, and they added Scarif for it, and that was it.
the reason
and
for
there was also a Darth Maul skin added in there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They added his Rebels fit, right? Or...
Yeah, it was the Rebels fit, yeah. But you had to get like, I think originally it was like fucking get 10,000 kills with fucking Darth Maul. I was like, holy shit! And then they brought it down to I think 5,000, and they made it to where it was with any of the dark side villains. I was like, I'm still not grinding for it.
So what?
I forgot which. You go.
What happened to talking about this game though? Like
once again,
we went off. It happens all the time.
It happens.
Yeah, last episode we did so good. We did so good last episode.
No, we did not.
Crying, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
we did not. No, we
Actually,
did not.
and even the third one, we love getting off topic, but that's what we're gonna be known for, getting off topic. That's the fun of it.
Whew. All right. Anyways, so it first started off with just the idea of a ghillie suit
hang on, guys.
concept
It's-
and a
it's,
military sim, and then somewhere in there I decide, we get mil sims all the time. We have Arma, there's Squad, technically there's Insurgency Sandstorm, and we also get off Helldivers, Cameron. You keep getting us off topic, asshole. It's you.
I did that on purpose.
It's fucking.
Anyways, and then there's also the extraction shooters, which are also kind of milsim-y with Tarkov and some others in there as well. I guess a
Tarkov,
little
Delta
bit.
Force, etc.
Yeah. Delta Force is not a fucking military sim. I see my brother playing that game. Delta Force is just Battlefield but better. It's just straight up
I
Battlefield.
mean, not gonna lie, yeah, it's just like a smaller Battlefront 2042.
Yeah, it's just Battlefront 2042 but better optimized and plays better. That's it. Anyways, I just thought, we haven't had an actual Battle Royale milsim game, and I thought it'd be really cool with how Arma plays and how Squad plays, how it just seems like the maps and everything look really great in milsims, and the environment and how you play it just feels like it would fit for a Battle Royale in a lot of ways. I thought, at least. And in a lot of ways, when I'm playing Arma Reforger, sometimes I'm like, damn, this map is fucking ginormous. It's like a fucking Battle Royale map, but it's, two teams going at it and shit. But anyways, I was thinking it'd be really cool. And then I just started kind of just every now and then coming back to the idea and just going more and more into it. So for instance, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna diverge a little bit in how Battle Royales are typically played out in, the typical stuff that Battle Royales have. For instance, most Battle Royales, they have this fucking circle system with a fucking storm, and shit that's all around it to close in. And I thought, that's honestly, doing that again is just kind of boring. And I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting if, instead of just there only being one way to win with just being the last team alive, I thought, how about there be two ways to win?
2 ways.
That was meant to be a W. So, and how this works. That's an M. That was meant to be a W.
You know what this is showing me? We gotta play Scriblio one day. That's all I'm saying. That's what this is showing.
Or a Gardic phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, there's two ways to win. So one way is to, of course, the normal way, being the last squad alive. But then there's a second way that I kind of thought of. It's not a fully original idea, as it's actually just taken it's kind of just taken from extraction shooters. Of, instead of there being a circle system with storms, and that's how you close in. Instead, it's about getting intel on a extraction helicopter. There will be only one helicopter, and you gotta figure out where it's gonna land. And you either win by being the last squad alive or being the squad that extracts in the helicopter.
I'm thinking of like another way is maybe like I do find that interesting, like find a high intel, but I say like, let's just say there's a certain like a hard site, like a ground zero site on the map, but it's like heavily like reinforced, and then like, and it pretty much like PvE in a way.
Is it?
In a
Is
way.
everybody getting robotic, or is that just me?
No, you sound fine. Oh, man.
Everybody else is getting robotic for me.
Man's Wi-Fi about to
Probably
be
your shitty Wi-Fi.
Bruh, close the window! You're
It's
close
the FBI. They're getting in on the fucking game.
I was using the goddamn microwave, damn it.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh no, uh-oh. I think we lost. We lost him. Oh no, Christian, you here?
Yeah, I just rejoined.
Earth to Christian? Alright, cool.
Okay, now it's fine. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was weird. This is already going off terribly.
I'm getting flashbang now. Oh god.
Anyways, as you were saying, Alan.
Your camera.
Turn your camera on.
Oh, my
Bitch
bad.
pussy.
Did you guys know that Kellogg's cornflakes was originally used to stop masturbation?
What? Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Now that he's mentioned it, I gotta hear more. Explain.
Yeah, you can explain.
That's all I know about it. That's all I know.
Okay,
You can't just
motherfucker.
drop that
You can't
information.
just
Alright,
read
bro.
out something
Alright,
like
alright.
that.
Bro,
Look at
try.
that, you know, see, they
I'll
don't-
pull it
That's
up.
some
I'll
shit.
pull it up. Hang on.
That's
Hang on.
some shit you
All
would
right,
find in the
all right,
intel.
all right.
You can bring it up at that point if
Okay,
you don't have
okay,
extra
okay,
details.
Guys,
okay.
Carrots, fix your eyesight, guys. Carrots can fix your eyesight. Trust.
All right, hold up. I got y'all.
They improved
Kellogg's Corn Flakes was not invented to stop.
Oh, it's not. Yes, you just.
He fucked himself.
Yes,
He
you just
just-
drove us off
I just spread
for no fucking
misinformation.
reason,
I just
asshole.
spread misinformation, dude.
You just
Okay,
you
guys.
misinformation.
We only spread
asshole.
the truth and
Yep.
nothing but the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, sounds like Alan, continue with what you were going to say.
Oh, that's so cute. Anyways, as I was saying, I was thinking of like a hard side, like a point zero or like where the fuck you like whatever, but it's like heavily reinforced. It's a heavily like reinforced site
Mhm.
where it can be either your team or both teams, and it can be like the one spot that has PVE in it. So it's a PVE, PvP, PvE. You know what I'm saying? But
PvP.
yeah, and like it can be like the objectives can be like clearing the whole entire site, or there's like certain enemies that are like really strong that you have to like really take out. Like let's take like Tarkov for example. Like Tarkov has many of its own bosses, right? They're like really tanky, really strong, high weapons, high armor.
This
And
is starting to sound more like Hunt Showdown.
Does it? Oh, well, that is true because
That's
yeah.
just Hunt Showdown now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that is true.
And that's an extraction shooter.
I haven't played
Yeah,
it.
but there's multiple though, because the whole map has like there's like
It's like
sections around the
three.
map. Yeah.
But it's still the same concept.
Well, but yeah, but like it's
You're
all
fighting a
compact to one
boss.
area. All compact to one area, pretty much.
Well, anyways, as my idea was with the helicopter extraction, I still wasn't entirely finished with that one. If I could find where my mouse is again. Trying to find where your mouse is on MS Paint is fucking weird.
I haven't seen
I've
that
never
thing
used
since
one.
the laptop days.
Okay, here it is. So how it would work with it is that once again we're going back to circles.
I just realized something. Christian could have made a PowerPoint, but not MS Paint for the presentation.
Listen,
I love that
it's just it's easier when you don't have it's easier to use MS Paint when you don't have a script.
Fair
And you're
enough.
just going off fucking brain power on this shit, dude.
Fair
Dude,
enough.
I haven't written down any of this shit. This is all just in my fucking noggin for
It's in my
the
mind.
past 2 years. This has just been in my fucking noggin for the past 2 years.
Almost my god.
Anyways, so but before I fully continue, another thing that I was going to do differently was instead of there being a fucking plane or fucking battle bus or whatever that flies across the map and you jump off of it.
Warzone, okay.
Instead of doing that, me and Cameron a long time ago played this other battle royale. This really fucking old one. It was like some ski resort fucking battle royale. You remember that one, Cameron?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. We
Yeah.
played it a couple times.
Well, how it worked is instead of doing that, instead at the start the map was in like fucking segments or whatever, you know, in graphs or whatever the fuck you call it. I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
This
Just
sounds like the calling.
cubicles, graphs.
Graphs, whatever. Anyways, and what you would do is it would have the squares and everything, you know, because it was a fucking graph or whatever over the map, and you would choose where to spawn on the map first, and you could also see where other people, were choosing to spawn as well. So I thought doing that would also be kind of interesting. Different.
This really sounds like the calling, which is when battle royale started becoming a thing.
I'm really
I
tired
don't
of
know.
the
I never
concept.
heard of the calling.
I'm being so honest. Like they, I don't know, man. It's just there's too many. They got overrun battle royales. I'm just tired of the concept. What do you think,
Like
Nick?
There's a lot of battle royales.
What is your opinion on battle
What is
royales?
your opinion on battle royales?
What's your opinion on battle royales?
What's your opinion on
can
battle
take-
royales?
I can take it or leave it. Honestly, I'm like not huge on it. I used to be like, so around like I think back when I was like really big into like battle royales is like back when like
Apex came out.
season
Yeah.
2 season 2 of Fortnite, like OG Fortnite. Um and Ape Sex, yeah.
Ape Sex. I
Sex.
remember that name.
Wait, that's a
No, yeah,
game?
no,
No, no,
Apex.
no.
Oh,
That's what they
Apex.
call
Oh,
Apex.
Apex.
No, I was
Apex fucking fell off.
I was big into Apex, and mind you, I was never good at it. But I was big into Apex.
Sure, the same was for Siege as well.
Hey,
But
fuck you.
Siege isn't a battle royale though.
No, but I'm saying he wasn't good at it, but he was really into it.
Hey,
Is what I'm saying.
hey, listen.
Hey man,
I
he
had
all
my
them black slices. All I gotta say.
still do.
I remember one night. I remember one night you were like, I got a bunch of packs. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna open them. A couple weeks go by. All right, Cameron, I'm about to open all the packs. God, dog shit. And he just like he just looked at his screen. He went to his phone. He called Aaron. He was like, "Man, this shit's ass."
Man, this shit ass, man.
But
Dude, I got no black ice. I was so sad.
But I remember, like, I think
swear,
the next pack you got after all
Siege
that
just
was
fuels
something
the
good.
gambling addiction. That's all it
That's
does.
where it
just
started.
It
That's
does.
where it
fuels the
started.
gambling addiction.
If you
No,
didn't
yeah,
get it from
I was-
Siege, you got it from CS:GO.
I was
And yeah, from there I got it from Apex.
the best thing about Siege though, and like the packs and shit. You have to like get it with in-game currency, and you have to like work for it or play it.
Oh,
And
not
shit.
entirely. You can buy that shit with real money if you wanted to.
Well, you can't buy
No,
renown.
no.
You can't buy renown.
See, the thing
but you
is,
can buy the packs with real money though.
the thing is with Christian. I remember one
Maybe like
day,
event packs.
I'll never forget this. This
Wait.
man.
No. I don't want to talk
Uh-huh.
about
No,
that.
I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it.
no,
$160
I don't
for
wanna
that
talk about
Nintendo
that.
Switch.
I don't.
My man
No,
went to go buy them Apex packs and had a bad day.
No,
He had a rude awakening.
No, we're not. Huh? Did he say anything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude, no, but I used to be big in the Siege, and I think it was just like after like the like just more updates started coming, and like the HUD change, and I was just like, what the fuck did they do to my game? And I just started to like, okay, my two babies were Siege and Dead by Daylight, and now I can't even stand to play them.
I
I'm
still
so
play Siege
fucking-
every now and then.
That's so true.
I'm so fucking sick of both those games.
Y'all like the wheelchair lady?
The
Bruh.
memes were great. The memes were great.
The memes
honestly.
when she was leaked there, they were funny as hell.
The
But then when
Siege
she came
update-
out,
the
she was
maps
actually
update.
she was actually pretty fun to play. I'm not gonna lie. She was pretty fun to play when she came
I
out.
still don't understand what the fuck she does still.
She's basically got two bodies. She's got two robot bodies that you can switch between constantly. And when you switch out of one, it turns into a
Hot
deployable
robot
shield.
sex.
Turns into a transformer and turns into a deployable
Fuck did
shield.
you- Whoa, yeah.
Never forget the hot robot
What
sex.
did you say?
I saw that shit. That hot
What did you
robot
say?
sex was
Who said
interesting.
robot sex is crazy?
I just love how
Did
it
he
was.
say-
I just love how it was completely glossed over, and then Nick was
Nah,
like,
I
"Wait a
caught
that
minute."
Hold
I
up.
was
Hold up.
Did you say hot robot sex? What the fuck?
Weird robot sex.
So pretty much you can change from one robot to another robot, but the other robot, if you
Yeah.
change, you change to a shield. That's it.
Yeah, when you switch out of a body, it turns into a deployable shield with bulletproof glass and a camera. You can also use the body as a camera.
And
To look
just
through
like
the-
that, ladies
uh,
and gentlemen.
Oh,
the
so
show
if
must not
one-
begin.
Christian, get back to your game.
Okay. Shut up, Cameron. Anyways, there
Robot
was
sex.
the choose where you want to spawn it part. And then back to the helicopter extraction part. When you would spawn in, after a little while, a zone would be created. A circle. We're going back to circles with battle royales.
Whoa.
And basically, what the circles in this represent is not storms, but the area that the helicopter possibly will land, basically. And when you're in these sections, you can find terminals, or I'm not entirely sure. Right now, I'm just thinking terminals that will be in the circle, and you use these terminals to find the next bit of intel of where the helicopter is spawning. So you find one of these terminals, you find intel, get another circle basically within that circle of where it's going to go until eventually you get the exact location of where it's going to land. And usually
Question.
that will probably be the hotspot.
Question.
Yes.
So, how are you gonna deal with the people like players that are outside who's not doing the intel? How are you gonna deal with that? How are you gonna make them become closer?
Well,
Cause I'm thinking maybe like let's just say there's only like a few squads left, right? And I say whichever is the most centerous is where the final extraction would be
yeah.
as an alternative. Which it does sound very. It sounds really like. It sounds difficult to work with, considering how easy that could be cheesed with.
A little bit,
Like-
yeah.
Or
What's up?
I haven't gotten into the further into the gameplay yet either. This is like the most basic shit of just extraction and fucking spawning in and stuff.
You got something in your throat, buddy? What's
The,
going on over here?
the next
Yeah.
thing that I will say about the circles is that you
popcorn.
have to
Oh.
get is that if you get intel that's like right here it's still, or I guess like this, after the bait circle spawns in, it still will only show you the next circle. You don't get to cheese it by being really close to where the extraction already is and just and then immediately get to know where the extraction is. You still have to get more intel constantly. You have in segments. So like first intel you get is like the first circle, second, the second circle, third, and then finally the exact location where it's going to be at. And you have to get the intel within the next circle.
I mean, I guess that would make sense, but it's I don't know. The whole thing itself is still tricky.
It is a little tricky.
It can get
On
really
paper.
cheesed. Yeah, and it,
So,
it can get really cheesed.
You know the how like in some games, like when you're doing like a mission or like a campaign or whatever, it's like if you go too far in one direction, it's like, oh, you're leaving the mission area, you'll fucking be like dead soon, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, or if you go like in some maps with Siege, if you like walk out of bounds, you get a countdown before it fucking kills you.
You do it in Helldivers, you become a fucking terrorist, apparently.
Honestly, that
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
the best option if I'm be honest. Like,
Mm.
it seems like you're a fucking traitor. You're trying to leave your teammates. Yeah, we're gonna fucking send ICBMs to your fucking area.
I actually like it how Subnautica does it, where like if you go too far outside the map into the void, they send fucking like Reaper, Ghost Leviathans at your ass. So like an enemy to stop you from leaving. Like
Dude,
the
off
ICBMs.
topic. Off topic, but I saw a fucking reel the other day, and it was like of Subnautica, and it was like opening random pods, like in someone else's like world or whatever,
Yeah.
and dude hops out of the fucking the life pod that you first get out of. He hops out. He's like 30 feet in the air, and there's like nothing at all, like in the water. There's no coral, ground, nothing. It's just a dark.
He reached the
abyss.
dead zone. Oh, he
No,
reached.
no.
dead
No,
zone.
no. You can see, like, outside of the water, a humongous style Leviathan, like fucking Leviathan. It's like
gargantuan? It's like a giant.
I don't know.
Leviathan.
I don't know, but
Black
it
and
was like about the size of
Kaiju size,
The-
is that what you're thinking of?
no, it was about the size of like what's the big ship name?
The Aurora?
Yeah, it was about the size of the Aurora.
Yeah,
And-
So he's talking about that
It's,
modern
it's,
thing,
it's the
right?
Leviathan. Yeah,
Yeah,
gargantuan.
it looked like has tentacles and shit or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
saw
it
that.
was
Everyone's
that.
seen that.
And it was just like an abyss. And he's just like shaking his head. No, no, I had never felt dread from a reel before.
Yeah,
But like it
someone
was just like, go ahead.
someone basically saw the skeleton of the juvenile in the Lost Rivers, and they were like, I want to see that thing alive in an adult form. So that's what they created. That's what that mod is. The canon version of the Gargantuan that exists
Jesus
in the lore.
Christ. It's terrifying. He like fell into the water and it's just an abyss, like just darkness with like just that thing swimming around. He like quit out so fast. I'm like, me too.
I
Do
don't
you
blame
remember the fear I had playing that game while you
Oh,
watched me play it?
I did. I watched you play through the entire
The
game.
sheer
I loved
terror.
it.
For those who don't know, I fucking hate the ocean. Not like for the water, but for what's in it. Because we don't know half the shit that's in it.
unknown. It's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
I remember the
It was
last thing he
fucking
had to do. The last thing he had to do before leaving the game, I said, "You gotta go scan the adult Ghost Leviathan." He's like, "No,
Yeah.
fuck that," and I guilt tripped him, and he was like, "Fine, fuck it, I'll do it." And he's driving there, "Fuck it, I'll do it." I ain't scared of this bitch. I made it this far, and like as soon as he gets out the ship, scans it. Give me home. I'm leaving this fucking rock.
It was horrible.
Great.
It was
great.
horrible. Dude, fuck it. Apparently, like, from what people said in the comments, like, that, like, unironically is, like, some of, like, the fates of, like, the other, like, survivors
Yeah.
of the crash.
The audio logs will let you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the voice
Like, that's,
acting.
like, yeah. Hey, babe. But, like, yeah. Sorry. Got off topic again, as we were saying.
As we were
Off topic,
always
the
doing.
video.
Off topic, the video. So, to also clarify about what Alan was saying, is that for one, the helicopter would come in from a straight line from off the map to the extraction point right here, and everyone only knows the first circle. Like after like 5 minutes, I would say everybody knows where the first big ass circle is, and the map would be really fucking huge. So if you were fucking right here, you see where I'm putting this? You're probably not going to actually right here.
Yep.
If you were right here, like off to like outside the area clearly, and right here, you probably wouldn't actually hear the helicopter passing by. You might be able to see it if you fucking look. But you're not going to hear it coming by. And you're not going to know where it's fucking going. And if that's one of the waypoints, then people who are closer by or closer to it will more likely be able to get to the helicopter in time to even extract. For one.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see that.
And say you're over here way off, you still see it above you and you fucking hear it, you're still not going to have enough time to actually get to wherever it's fucking landing, because you still don't know where it's landing and how far away that is, and it could be too far and somebody else could get it. So in a way, just the fact that and also you won't see it on your mini map or anything of where the helicopter is. You're only going to be able to visually and audibly hear it if you're close enough to it. So that, in a way, that will sort of incentivize people wanting to find intel and at least gain a general area of where it's going to land. A better general area of where it's going to land. In a way that hopefully what I'm kind of thinking is that will kind of, in theory, push people to want to get to it and find the intel for it, or else they just fucking lose because they're fucking taking too long.
Yeah, I say that's an interesting concept. I'm
But
guessing
also,
that's kinda...
the way that I've kind of thought up the rest of the mechanics of the game is, like most mill sims, you're going to be taking it a bit slower than most battle royales.
Yeah, it's more time consumed.
It's a bit more time consumed. It'll be longer. Another thing that I thought of is that there will be a general timer of people knowing when it's going to start to come into the map. They're just not going to know from where and where to unless they get the intel. But I've thought of, hey, you know what? How about like a 50-minute timer or something like that? I don't know. How long is a battle royale usually?
About 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what
game it is?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
So I think we'll just do
it's like-
the hour length right there. We'll just say they get a general timer of where of the fact that that's when the helicopter is going to start coming in to through the map to get to its landing for the extraction.
Mhm.
And within that hour, you and your squad of I've decided to also increase squad size to where you have singles, duos, trios, quads, and then five-man team.
So squad.
Yeah, squad. Yeah, basically.
Why 5 and not 6? Is it like how many players are on the map?
What about 7?
So I think
8.
overall, I
How
think like most
How about
battle
100?
royales.
50?
So generally in most battle royales, the player count is usually 100 total. So
Yeah.
in a way, with the max squad size of 5, that would put it at about 50 squads.
Yeah, you don't want the mistake that fucking Battlefield 42 did. 125 players. Servers never
Hell
fucking
no.
worked.
Hell no.
It's
I mean,
100.
Arma has like 120 and like 30 something players in their
Fuck.
servers, so it's possible. It still crashes, but it works.
At least they got something going.
True.
And so 100 people servers up to to a squad size of 5 people. And the way that I have it set is that squads of 5 and squads of 4 would queue into the same matches, basically, in a way. And then squads of 1 and 2 would squad up in the same queues.
Hold on. Wait. 100 players in one lobby. Imagine that in single player. That's gonna be chaotic, brother.
Well, that's how most of them
That's the
already
usual
are.
Fortnite
That's
lobby.
most battle royales. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Fortnite is 100 players.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
either-
yeah.
Oh
It is.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't entirely notice it. Just the map's just big, and then also most people go to one fucking hot zone at the very beginning, and they just all fucking die.
black screen. It's like an armory forger, fucking dead screen, just like
Light screen.
la 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 la. I'm looting. Black screen. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, this game ass.
This game is ass.
This game is ass. So that's how it would be. 100 players. Time limit of an hour until the helicopter would come in. You would have zone. You would have the first big zone after 5 minutes. In that zone, you have to find intel for the next zone, and then in that zone, you have to find the next intel within that zone to find the next zone. Basically, that's how you have to. That's the way that people would conjoint into the area. Is that the intel you have to find would be in the already existing zone that you just found to find the next zone. So you can't be like in the first zone here is in black for all you viewers. You can't be you get the intel in the black zone for the red zone, but you can't get intel for the next zone within that red zone outside of it. You have to be in the red zone to get intel for the next one, if you get what I mean. So let me try and color code it a little bit better. The X's are the intel for that you have to find within there to get to the next zone, basically. If you get what I mean. I guess I could explain it a little bit better.
If I'm gonna be honest, it's starting to get a little confusing now. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit confusing. I'm like, it's not even brain power. It's like, just.
So basically, to push people in, you have to get into the zone to find the intel, and that intel gives you the next zone, and that's how it works. Basically, that's the most basic way of putting it. So you have to get into this first circle and find intel within this circle to find this to get this circle, right? And then you have to find intel within this circle to find out the next circle. Is all it is. That's all it is. That's the simplest way to put it for that.
My brain
Is it that hard? Is it that hard?
It's starting to sound frying. It's starting to sound frying. Like it's frying. It's honestly, if we can go back maybe like 10 minutes before, I say, "Yup, amazing concept," and then you start adding these little fucking details. I'm like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
To be fair, military simulators have always been a niche genre in a lot of ways.
Honestly, is that your game?
No, no, I
Dude,
haven't
Christ, how much more is there? Like,
I haven't even got into like armor and everything and shit.
okay, I feel like armor can be like you pick up light, heavy, or medium
Oh
armor.
no, I fucking made it way more complicated than that.
Brother, are we going like Tarkov armor?
Complicated.
Like, what are we? What are we? Are we taking like
Well,
Tarkov armor system? Like, what
so,
are we?
so in terms of armor and weaponry, is of course you have calibers of ammo and stuff. You know, you have your 9mm, and then you have
Get
Just
down.
What the
five
fuck
five
is going
Get out
six,
the way.
and 550 cal. You
Get
know, you
out.
have different
Move.
sizes of ammo, right?
Nick's having a fucking cat attack. Hold on. What the fuck is going? He's
Cat
having
What
a
the
cat
fuck is
attack.
going on?
Bro, the cat's taking
Just
over.
just pick it up and put it on the
Hello,
bed.
Cass. How are you doing?
Hi, cat. Put the cat on the mic.
Put the cat on the mic.
Do you have anything to say, Cass?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, oh no,
Uh-oh.
no, the cat
Uh-oh.
took over. It's trying to bite the microphone. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh shit.
Thank you
I will
for
eat
your
it.
cameo, Cass.
So I'm not going to entirely lie. I
Big
made
surprise.
armor a bit more than what other battle royales do it. Most battle royales, you just have
I may have
your
been
armor.
over
It has its own health, basically, and there's different tiers of it, right?
Big back.
Mexican. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
We keep that in. We keep that in. We keep...
No.
Vietcong.
50-50.
Sorry. No. 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 No.
Big back.
You wanna- You want to repeat them for the people in the back now, son?
Oh man,
How did this
I just wanna get
conversation
through this
even
real
start?
cat.
His cat.
So I broke up armor into two segments, basically, which is the actual armor plates, like in fucking Call of Duty, motherfucker,
No.
and then vests,
Got the rope armor.
vests, and it's two sections here for the armor. So you have the actual armor plates, which come in what did I have it for? 4 tiers. 4 tiers. And
Four-
what
four
it basically
different-
is instead of the armor plates having health like in most battle royales, instead what it is basically a sort of defense / resistance to damage from certain calibers. Basically, is how it is. So
An actual thing in
So-
real life.
yeah, that's basically how they kind of work in real life anyway. But put in a video
I
game.
didn't know there's different tiers of armor, like
Yeah.
actual different tiers of armor.
Yeah, there's different tiers of actual plating and what they will actually fucking stop and stuff. That's how it
Yeah.
actually works.
I didn't know there's like different
Yeah.
plates for different.
They
Yeah, I
are
didn't
in a
know
tier,
that.
They
I
are
would
in a
figure
tier
because
system.
of how different bullets.
Yeah, I thought it was
No,
like,
they aren't.
oh yeah, let me just put a fucking big ass like thick plate in front of me and I'm good to go.
They are
Yup.
in a tier system too. I'm pretty sure actually.
Cause like, I know the difference from plates and like like ballistic vests or like they have like just like I don't know like Kevlar.
So,
shit.
for instance, level 1 plates would
Question.
you basically when you spawn in, you would start off with no plates at all. Level 1
Question.
plates. What's up?
So is this so are you making like two different sections? Is this like
Mhm.
plates and then the other one is like ballistic vests, like Kevlars?
So what this is that it's the vests that hold the plates, and they
Yeah.
are also in a tier system. And basically, what it basically amounts to is level 1 only covers your chest with the armor. Level
Yes,
2
it's-
covers more of your body. It's basically how much coverage of your body the armor will cover with the vest.
Okay, so you go from like just covering the front body to like
Mhm.
let's just say
Covering
highest
the
tier
back.
to like a juggernaut, similar to like a juggernaut
Yeah,
armor.
yeah. I actually do have Juggernaut armor in
Brother
in my
in
fucking crate.
Christ.
Juggernaut armor is the secret tier 5.
Tier 5.
Is the okay? Real quickly, I'll go over to Juggernaut real quick. Juggernaut is the secret tier 5 armors, both plate and vest. It counts for both.
No,
But there's
I'll
only-
make an addition. Let's just say
Okay.
you get to tier 5 only from that secret, like my base idea. That's how you get it.
That would be interesting. But there is only one Juggernaut armor.
Exactly.
Only one spawns across the entire map randomly. It's not entirely invulnerable, as there are ways to beat it, because there should
Yeah,
be with
shooting it
enough
a bunch.
skill. Yeah, shooting in a bunch.
Big
It
weapon,
actually is
sir.
the only armor. It's the
Sniping
only armor
between
with
the
its
gaps.
own HP. That'd be fucking interesting.
I need bigger weapons, sir. Big
I
bullets.
I have thought of Juggernaut. I don't know if I would actually go Juggernaut armor with it, but it was an idea that I did have of it basically being the vest and plates put together and just covers your entire fucking body, but you're slow as fuck.
Yeah. It has like its defects
It's
of what.
fucking payday
I
armor.
have thought about it. I also think
Honestly,
maybe it just be like a limited time thing, maybe in the game.
honestly,
as well.
just get infinite stims and you'd be just
When you
fine.
say limited time, are you saying like it has like just one time limited time use?
No, I mean limited time. I mean like it's an event. Like for a limited time, it'll be in the game and then it's out of the game.
Because
Like a
oh,
game event, like a game
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
event.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
every
yeah.
few games, certain event. Oh, there's a secret tier 5 armor that you can get.
Yeah, and it puts you on the fucking map. You're basically a fucking boss if you get it.
No, thank you. Fucking was this Thanos from Fortnite? Fucking you're.
Thanos.
Everyone knows where you are now. Like what's going on?
I mean,
I
hey,
don't know.
hey, you're that
I didn't
strong?
think too much into it.
When
All
you're
right,
that
with the
strong?
Juggernaut. All I know is that it'd just be the best thing in the game if I even thought of putting it in there.
Honestly,
Anyways, this would also be, I think, in 4 tiers. I'm pretty sure it might have been 3, but I think put it in 4 if I can remember. So
off
back
topic,
to the
though,
actual.
can I go off topic for a little bit? You know what? That Thanos Fortnite event was probably one of the best events I actually enjoyed watching. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it was pretty cool. I never played it, but I did watch it.
Which did you like more, the first Thanos event or the second one?
What's the second one? I don't even know the first one.
The second one was its own game mode, and basically what it was is that it was a team battle.
Just
The team battle mode in Fortnite, to where you had one team of just everyone against the Chitauri, the Thanos fucking army or whatever. And the Chitauri were trying to get the Infinity Stones, and then whoever on the Chitauri team got the Infinity Stones became
Bro,
Thanos.
Fortnite's just
That's-
fucking digital Disney World. Let's be honest.
Honestly, that second one sounds so gay as fuck. I prefer when everyone started
While the
going
other
against the
team
one
were able-
Thanos.
While the second team were able to get fucking weapons from the Avengers, like Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, fucking.
Yeah, that sounds
Iron
gay
Man
as fuck.
2.
I like the first one more.
The first one was more fun.
The first,
It was,
I
it was
like.
just Keenan-
It was the whole lobby against fucking Thanos. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the glove.
Yeah,
that's
it
so funny
was
as fuck.
simpler and more fun. Anyways,
Goddamn.
like I said, it was with these tiers. With level 1, it would how they all work is in a percentage system instead of a health-based system like other battle royales have their fucking armor shit with. And with level 1, which usually would be everywhere, and you can find pretty damn easily, is it would have 50%.
So like common,
Damn it.
uncommon to epic to legendary.
Sure, whatever. Fuck it. I just put tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, whatever, whatever you want to fucking call
We're
it.
just
Dude.
we're just going right back to it. We're reverting.
Whatever you want to fucking call it, whatever. But level 1 would basically just have 50 to maybe 70% damage reduction to pistol calibers, mainly just pistol calibers.
Man.
And then level 2 would be like 90% to pistol calibers, maybe 20% to
SMG.
to SMG calibers, and then like a 5% to rifle AR calibers and stuff.
Like a low
basically.
caliber rifle. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just in general, just ARs, assault rifles. Even though the AR doesn't stand for assault rifle, it actually is a fucking brand.
R.
And then tier 4 would basically be 100% to pistol calibers, like a
Automatic retard.
like a
I was thinking like
What?
I was thinking like what could AR stand for if it wasn't assault rifle?
I mean, people like you hear AR-15. Do you really think that it stands for assault rifle 15?
No, it means R.
I mean, I just
For
always
retard.
I always thought it just meant automatic rifle. I didn't know. That's why I found it
Yep.
interesting.
Automatic.
don't know why, man. I just thought like, man, I didn't know it didn't mean that.
How did that come up in your fucking head?
We got automatic.
Yes.
We got auto. We got semi-auto. I mean, come on now.
don't
Yeah,
remember what
I'm semi.
You laugh.
I think
Wait
only
till you see
the
they
AR
make
and
it more
AR-15
shot.
actually stand. Anyways,
Is it not assault rifle?
That's what I'm saying. I
No.
didn't know it didn't stand for assault rifle, and he's laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at
Not
you. I
you,
don't know
him.
either way it actually stands for. I think it just stands for AR for AR-15.
It's the same.
I don't know
like,
what actually.
It's like the same energy that Band-Aids is a brand name, and it's actually adhesive strip.
Guys, a knife is not a knife. It's just some cutting silver tool.
No, AR and AR-15
It's not called a knife,
and
it's a
AR-10.
blade.
It doesn't
A
actually. It
wrench,
doesn't
a
stand for
wrench
anything.
isn't a
It's
wrench.
just
It's
AR.
just a
The
wrench
It's
isn't
just
a
like
wrench.
the M4. The M doesn't fucking stand for anything. It's just called the M4.
What's the
A
four
wrench
stand
is
for?
just a metallic tool that grips on stuff.
Okay, back to the subject at hand.
Okay.
No.
No, I want to
Anyways.
stay on topic.
He wants to get the topic over with. Anyways, like I
No.
said, the internet
No.
tier system, it's basically just a resistance to caliber types and stuff, different types when you get to the higher tiers. And then for the vests, for each tier, it's tier 1, it's just a very basic vest of your chest area being covered with the armor plating. And tier 2, it would be a little bit go farther down into your stomach area, as well as probably your back as well being covered. Tier 3 would add your shoulder areas pretty well and up here around your fucking around your shoulder area being covered. And tier 4 would
So are you saying like
I don't remember what tier 4 was. I think it was only just 3 tiers for the vest.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I think like the before like Juggernaut armor, I guess like like the non-Juggernaut armor is like just to I guess to show like to cover your arms and like the pretty much like the thick one that like that looks like a dress type of like armor.
Anyway, I think I only did just have it as 3 and not 4 tiers for the vest.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the only
no,
common.
I did have it as 4 tiers because the other one, which isn't part of the tier system, is the ghillie suit. The ghillie suit takes up a vest slot. Actually, I remember now. And basically, how the
Ooh,
ghillie suit would
okay.
work is that
So you
since
can go full naked with no armor, pretty much.
So you give up armor.
Yeah,
yourself.
basically, that
Okay,
is
would
basically
work,
how it
actually,
is.
Because you also
Yeah.
get stamina because you're not like weighted down by the armor. I can see
You're
that.
not weighed down by the armor. You don't get armor, but you basically, if you know how to play ghillie and use the environment for your ghillie suit, like I had said before, you fill up the ghillie suit with the environment to blend in with it. You basically become fucking invisible. So not having any
makes
armor
sense.
helps it out.
I have a
Kind of
question.
balances it out.
So does the
Yeah.
armor also affect your like aiming? Because like, what if you're so weighed down?
I haven't actually thought about that. Actually, it could slow you down a bit with the more armor you put on but that would be more so with the vest and not the armor tiers in a way. I would think. So I would think tier 3 would be the one that would slow you down the most, and maybe it would also affect your aim. I could
Gosh.
probably see it also affecting your aim and stuff as well,
I'm
maybe.
just thinking
But I don't
about-
think so, because it's mostly just your body. It doesn't really. It goes. I think tier 3 goes. If I remember, it goes over your shoulders as well. But I don't think it really goes down your arms. Is the thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I just feel bad for the marketing team that has to market this game because there's gonna be a lot of directions they're gonna want to go. Well, it's a first-person shooter. We know this. Well, there's a lot of armor mechanics. Okay, how do we show this in video format and the attention span's like 30 seconds?
Dude, do you even? I don't even think I don't even think Arma. I think Arma just shows a trailer like either a game. It doesn't. Trailers never fucking explain how the game fucking plays. They just show you a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah.
What? Explosions,
Trailers just
gameplay,
show
gun,
you-
tanks,
They just show you a
titties.
bunch of cool shit. That's it.
Whoa!
But usually there's like little remnants in the trailer, like what you're expecting to go into. It doesn't obviously give you a full explanation. But with the amount of detail this has, I imagine it's just, I imagine it's just like, where do we go? What do we show?
Game looks so cool, so amazing. When you get in the game, all right, it's like you get like the tip screen, like has like the tips. I had to click like 50 different slides like armor, vests,
No,
gun
it
gun
doesn't-
types,
It doesn't give
bullet
you that.
types.
It doesn't give you that. You just like, all right. It says how to play the game. Okay, I'm new to this. You click on it. It's a fucking Bible worth of like essays.
It's a biography of like every
you
detail, like
can't
every
skip
mechanic.
it. You can't skip it. You
In
gotta
other
scroll
words,
down with
you're
your
playing
mouse. It's
D
slow.
and D,
Yeah, yeah.
Military D&D, bro.
military D and D, but it's a battle royale.
A 5.56, a 9mm. If you use a 9mm, you're a pussy bitch.
You're a pussy bitch. You can't do shit.
You're a sissy.
man,
I
holy
fucked your
shit.
mother.
So I guess next up I can go into I guess I could go into guns, but not really.
brother, I don't think we need to.
I don't think I have to.
I-
Oh, you know what I do? What I do need to talk about? I did actually. I don't really have to. I was going to talk about effects of being different injury effects and stuff, but
Can I cast spells now? What's going on?
That'd be
no,
cool,
just
though.
different negative buffs and stuff when you get hit, basically.
Like
but
bleeding
I think
and
Arma
shit.
kind of just already does the same thing, so I don't really. So it's not really a new.
What
concept.
if you take the Left 4
Ooh.
Dead route and you find those ammo, like different ammo types, explosive ammo, fire ammo, and shit.
What about
That would be something.
What about like terrain? Like, let's say you run through a muddy area and then you're slowed down because you got mud. And you gotta like get the mud.
Well, yeah, that would, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's part environment. Ooh, environmental.
There could be, like,
disaster.
there could be different
environmental
maps.
effects, yeah.
Environmental maps
Huh?
is good.
There could be like different maps and
Environmental.
shit.
Yeah. 'cause,
Like, you could
There
probably
could be.
do one.
I think if I actually
that could be part of the event
if
system.
I actually was
Yeah.
making this, I would start off with one map, but it would
Yeah.
have different sections to it.
See, because like you could do one in like the Middle East and then another one in like Vietnam or some shit like that, in like the jungle.
I think for the first map to start off, I would kind of want to go for a kind of little bit of everything. Have a city in there. Have this jungly air, this foresty area, maybe a little swamp area in there somewhere.
I'm joking.
Shut the fuck up. It would
Oh,
be
brother, this guy stinks.
Going from a fucking rainforest, like just walking into a fucking Sahara desert.
No, whoa! I'm not going that fucking far. Hold on. It would
Just-
mostly be a sort of greenery area that would also have a city in there. I think.
Guys,
most
what
likely.
if we take the foreigner route and split the maps into 4 different regions? Hear me out, guys.
No. No.
We have the sand, the forest, grasslands, and something. I don't fucking know.
I think it would
Uh,
mostly just be forests,
winter.
swamps, and then grasslands, kind of just not in different segments, but just mixed together in there.
Mhm.
And then also, I think somewhere in there have a
I
city.
wanted to discuss.
I would like to have a
desert
city in there.
because I was going to mention in Battlefield 1, the desert map. You could have a map like that, and when the sandstorms happen, you could have the players like slowed down by the sandstorms. You know, certain environmental events like that.
Oh, and like you could like have like the like scopes or like the reticles like be like, you know, just dirty.
Yeah, and we're like when it
It's like-
rains, you can like if you try to
Mhm.
vault over something, it's harder because of the slickness, and that depends on your
Mhm.
weight too with the armor.
There's so many things that could be taken into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
There is. If you want the more realistic route, your scopes can also get off center.
Oh god,
no.
you gotta recenter it mid
You
combat.
guys zero it. You guys,
I'm
it's
not
like it's
fucking-
called zeroing.
no, we are
Is that
not
what it's
doing
called? Is that what it's called?
not-
Zero your scope.
And you make it even better. Make it even better. You're not the only one that can fuck with your scope. If you drop your gun, your friend can go up to it just to fuck with you. The snipers would
No,
hate.
we're not
The snipers
fucking
would
doing
hate.
that.
We
this.
put it in VR, and you can fuck with your friend on it, like just
Yeah,
start messing with their scope.
Man, my aim is pretty fucking off. What's wrong with this?
What is it, Pavlov? You could grab the enemy's magazine, and they're like trying to shoot you, but they can't shoot you because
Yeah.
I saw that. In
Good
a video
fucking
where- I
lord.
saw that in a video where the guy was like, "All right, here's my sniper. I'm gonna show you how to fire." And the dude just leans down and unadjusts the fucking sight, and he just looked at him like, "You motherfucker."
Listen, all right, yeah, I got a guy in my scope. The friend next to you like sneakily grabs the magazine out of your gun. It's like, wait, where's my gun? Where's my gun not shooting? Where the fuck
you
my
would-
magazine go?
Well, technically, there would still be at least one bullet in the chamber. So
That-
you would
that-
get one shot off.
I
and then
mean,
you'd be
that's
trying
the
to
thing, one
reload it.
bullet.
It's not fucking working.
They could,
mean,
they
that's-
could always like reach over and like unlatch the bolt action.
they put the magazine and cock it and like, oh no, you have no bullets.
Oh no, you have no bullet in your chamber.
Hey man, where'd your ammo
Imagine
go?
you're just scoped and you're like, all right, I see a Tango 5 plate sound. I'm about to do the shot.
All you hear is
And
like,
then,
and then
you just see it, and then in your line of sight, you just see your fucking head cover your face and just fucking undo it, and you're like, motherfucker, I almost had him.
It'd be so funny if you. Could
Where
take
did he
the gun-
go?
It'd be so funny if you can like take the gun apart or something like that. You're just like holding the gun ready. The fucking
Dude,
sniper.
now you're
Your friend
being-
just
now
takes
we're
the barrel
now you're
off.
just taking it way too fucking far.
on Lego
Deassembles
the
gun.
fucking takes off the
On
fucking
Legos
scope.
the gun.
Fuck you, unlegos your gun.
on Lego is your gun.
Now you're
Unsnipers your
just taking it
rifle.
way too far with it.
Unmagged,
Dude,
unmagged your gun.
All right. Imagine a scenario. All right, I got a suppressor on my sniper. I'm
Pulls
leaning
the
in.
pin out
My
of your
fucking
out of
friend
the
just
grenade
unscrews the
in your back
suppressor.
pocket.
You're on a
Unscrews the
hitman
suppressor.
mission.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Takes off suppressor. Oh no.
So, one last thing is that in most cases, the meta would mostly be like a lot of other mill sims, in which it'd be more range based. It would be your gunfights would be a lot farther apart from each other when shooting at each other in a lot of cases, because you don't want to get close in and then just fucking die because you're making yourself an easier target trying to get closer. So a lot of times it would be like fucking like 2 yards apart is probably like minimum a lot of times, but then there would be cases in there to where you're in the city area and you're having to clear rooms and stuff. And I thought, man, I was thinking about this. I was like, man, fucking flash grenades are gonna be fucking powerful. you're gonna be able to throw the fucking grenade in the room, and since it's a mill sim, you're not going to get a fucking indication that somebody other than like you hear the grenade fucking hit the wall
I have
of
a
the
question
fact that there's
for
a grenade in there.
Is there
It'll-
a weight limit on the game as well of how much you can carry?
Oh, like over
Um,
forward? That'd be a good question, actually.
Probably. I mean, overall, you would just start. You would just constantly, as you get more and more weight added onto you, you would
Let's
get
just
slowly
say-
slower and slower and slower with it.
Let's just say someone stacks flashbangs and their inventory is just flashbangs.
They're in the fucking ghillie
What?
suit.
Flashbang!
So wait.
Flashbang! Oh, it's like that one guy on
Magic missile! Magic missile!
yeah, magic missile. Fireball.
And a guy just stacks all flash grenades in a fucking knife.
Solar
Yeah.
flare.
Solar flare.
Whoa, Christian! What
Fucking
the
stabbed.
Oh, my PC!
Stabbed the bastard.
Fucking flashbang, solar flare. You can hear the enemy team just like, what? I can't fucking see.
Oh,
I
my
can't
my
see.
I
God.
fucking see.
My PC!
Oh my
My
PC.
PC!
Too many flashbangs
Oh,
to put your
man.
GPU overload. you're
All right, we're gonna see how fast we can destroy his GPU.
oh my god.
Like the
Just-
fireworks on Rust.
Yeah, the fireworks. I was
Whoa.
just thinking about that. The fireworks. On Rust. All right,
Okay.
good
Oh,
luck,
no, you're
buddy.
gonna crash my PC. No.
Fucking flashbangs, flashbang, concussion, just nonstop.
Alan, have you seen the Rust?
Well, there
clip?
would be concussion grenades, just flashbang.
Which clip?
The fireworks clip for Rust. It's
Fire-
this poor
no.
guy. He sounds like a Chinese dude.
Oh
He gets
yes,
stuck in a
yes.
chair in Rust, and he closes the door. The building is full of fireworks, and once it goes off, the lag begins, and you just hear him going, "You're gonna crash my PC."
Yeah, yeah, because I remember that some dude was like, "Oh hey, oh no," he went up to like a random dude, didn't he? Like, "Hey, you want to come to my base?" He's like, "All right, come sit in that, come sit in that chair." And he's a place you can't leave. You can't get off the chair.
Yeah,
He's stuck there?
he trapped him. He trapped him. They recently just made it where you
Yeah.
can like tie people up and gag them and like blindfold them. So there's some interesting things in there.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, brother.
Oh, no.
Oh
Rust can get
no.
dark. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
Fucking.
no.
All right, sit in that chair. He's like, all right. He flips a switch. Oh no! You destroyed my PC.
I think the funniest thing about that video is you also have people in chat being like, "What the fuck is going on with the server?" Like, almost
Yeah.
it wasn't just that guy; it was the whole server affiliated. That guy just fucking died the most, though. His PC probably actually turned into a firework.
You know that fucking video where the PC always explodes? That's his.
That was that guy's PC. While
His-
everyone else was
his-
experiencing terrible server lag, that guy fucking died.
His
Because there was
PC
an
is
explosion in his room.
his PC is so broken. His PC can't like function the same way. He has to jumpstart it like the PS5 or PS4. The PS4 just has to jumpstart that bitch.
All right, I think I'm done with mine. Anybody else want to?
Brother,
do
we
theirs?
have been going on for an hour and 10 of nonstop going back and
Yeah,
forth.
Yeah. This is the Christian.
as far as I'm going with mine.
This is the Christian episode.
I am the host. Anybody else, please?
I mean, this episode
honestly-
would just be
Yeah.
Christian and off topics.
We can
The
literally
Chri-
roll right into subtopics.
I mean, I have a small one.
That works for me. I mean, we've been going on for an hour and 10.
I really was hoping this wasn't just me talking.
Well,
About
what
mine.
you-
I
you
mean,
took the show, man.
it was just youth and off topic,
I was really hoping y'all had some video games idea in there somewhere.
I mean, I got stuff I could talk
All
about.
mean,
heard was
I
just
got a
additions to
small
mine and
one.
off topics.
I mean, I got a small one, but I've been playing like this Roblox game. Yes, I'm a Roblox player. Don't judge me. But it's called Dead Front, and I've been thinking the same thing as with Helldivers. I love war. Like, what's it called? It's like Warfront games, like where you're just battling like the front line, and like the other side of the enemy is up there with the front line. And I've heard a concept also like with Helldivers 2, where I guess you could also, I mean, Starship also did it themselves, where you build a base, like half the line, pretty much, like half the map is friendlies, half the other side is enemies, and then you're going on this nonstop. Yeah, it's a PVE game.
Okay.
Because I'm a big PVE fan. I love PVE games.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking of like you're going against a nonstop battle with the frontline PVE. So let's take Helldivers 2 for example. You're going against the automatons. You're going a infinite amount of automatons, but they have you have like the striders. They have like this and that, the big dudes, factories and shit, and gunships. And the other side of the friendlies, which is your teammates, and you're constantly going back and forth nonstop against the front line. And of course, you have your your SEAF like materials. I'm thinking of a game like that would be really fucking cool. Cause I'm a big fan of those type of games where it's just nonstop battles and war, going against like certain factions and shit. That's kind of what I'm thinking of since I've been playing a lot of games like that recently.
Forger.
Mo-
Actually, funnily enough, Armory Forger does have PVE.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, there's PVE servers.
Yeah, but that's kind of game because I've been playing
I
those
think,
type of games
I
recently.
think I understand what you mean, though.
Yeah, where it's just a constant back and forth war nonstop. Is how I like it.
I got one for this story-based game, right?
Yeah.
I came up with it today, I'm not gonna lie. So this guy, right? He gets bit in the arm by a demon. I don't know how he came into contact with that demon yet. If it ever, I ever think about this again. But he's able to fend himself off and run away before he himself gets infected by the demon and turns into one himself. So he runs away, and just the infected demon essence gets into his arm and shit, right? Christian, get out of Armor Forger, you fuck.
I don't know what you mean.
But his right arm is like permanently like demon like made or some shit demon infected, you know?
Sounds like an anime.
So it's just his right arm, and it's fucking red, and it's literally just like almost always on fire. And anything he touches with that hand gets fucking gets set on fire. It incinerates, right?
Mhm.
It just combusts into flames.
Bust.
So, so he, so
Cameron.
he. You know what? Never mind. It's
No,
not
no, no,
important. It's
no,
not
no, no,
important.
no. I'm
Continue,
sorry.
please.
Please continue.
Don't let the
I'm
dog
actually,
go ahead
I'm
and
actually
back me. Come on.
I'm actually interested. I'm actually
So,
interested.
so
Okay, you
if
fucks.
touches things,
You
his hand
fucks.
combusts.
I did that
No,
stuff.
so
like that.
anything he touches with that hand that's infected, it just bursts in the flames or gets caught on fire, right? So
So
he
it's like
he
that story of the guy who turns things into gold, basically. But instead of turning them into gold, they just fucking explode.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Infamous Second Son. I don't know why.
That could
that
be
was a
where-
fire game.
That could be where
Yeah.
the inspiration links.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of right now.
But not
Interesting,
he's just like he can't touch shit with that arm till one day demons invade, and now there's more demons, right?
Is there hot ones?
And no,
Fuck.
Story-based game, right?
yeah, it's a story-based game, and he's running from one in this museum, right? And gets knocked down. Or no, he gets knocked into an armor case. You know, this because he's in like a medieval exhibit and shit. And quick thinking, he picks up a sword, but he picks it up with the hand that he's infected with, right? And instead of the sword combusting and setting on fire, his hand affects the sword, and the sword lights on fire. And it's slowly going in like a cutscene. It's like going up the sword. Runes are coming out of the sword, and he's just like,
It was a magic
whoa.
sword.
No, the
Yes, I know,
demon-
but it's
okay.
also a magic sword that can hold his power.
Yeah, essentially, but it's not just that sword. Any weapon, it has to be a weapon that, and it just turns on fire, and like it, he essentially puts fire aspect
Will
on
the
it.
plot twist turn out to be that his infected hand came from hell?
He got bit by a demon.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. My bad.
Okay, hold on.
My origin story.
So,
I've been
so
bit
the
by a
way,
demon. Tiger.
so the way I'm thinking about this is like, he's fighting. So where's this taking place? Is this gonna be taking place in like a demon realm? After,
Los Angeles.
No, it's on Earth. It's on Earth.
Maine.
Okay, so the
Place
way
in
I'm thinking
Florida.
about this is like
Detroit.
oh, someone just opened like a portal to hell, and now there's demons, and you know he is bitten by a demon. The way I'm thinking, I'm guessing the only way he's finding a way to find these different weapons, to, you know, turning into like a demon sword or like some
Yeah.
sort of demon hammer, whatever kind of weapon he has. I'm guessing like what is this like his main goal then? During this like amounts of well, not blood. No, I gotta find Jesus to cure me. The way I'm thinking about this is, I assume like, obviously it's not a normal demon hand. I assume he's probably going through pain. Let's just say he's maybe slowly turning to a demon himself, and he's trying to find some sort of, I don't know, some high regard demon king or some shit, or like, I don't know, to like maybe reduce the pain of his
Maybe
power.
an angel will help him.
I don't know.
Maybe like, or so I don't know.
What if
Maybe,
he
like,
also
his
gained other
main
powers
goal is
besides
to just-
also? What if, as the story goes on, he also learns to control other powers like of demons and stuff, and not just hellfire?
Yeah. He
Either
just gets
oh, sorry, but either he learns from it, or like accepts it in a way and slowly turns while like getting stronger with it.
What if
Right,
in a way
right,
it
like
was
people
a
adapting their skills with
semi-butterfly
it.
effect of you could choose one or two ways of going through the story?
Like good
Either
or
by
evil.
That
one,
would be good.
Like Infamous Second Son or the Infamous games.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't played those
we're
games. I
making
wouldn't know
Infamous
anything.
at this point.
I am hearing Prototype and Infamous at the same time.
There we fucking go. One way that you want to go about it, you want to get rid of this infection. You don't want any more the other way. You feed into the infection until you become the Demon King.
And like over time during the game, it's just like just it's working. It's like the demon.
Oh,
shit,
oh, even better. The more you try to as you reject it, you don't. If you accept it, you constantly get more powerful as the game goes on, and grows on you, like you were saying. But if you constantly choose to reject it, you still are just at like level 1 infection, and you just never get any power ups or anything. You're just stuck with the same shit that you had at the very start of the game.
What are you
Minus
looking
the
at,
last
man?
thing you said, that's pretty much how Prototype is. The more you go on the evil path, the stronger you get.
Okay, so
Oh.
basically,
I was
This is
gonna
just-
suggest the idea. Since you mentioned like the possibility of having other powers, will the other powers come from possible other demons he encounters, especially like or in combat or, by embracing, if that's the case.
right? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I came up with this shit today.
Hey, you know what? We're adding ideas on top of it.
Going on for an hour and 20 minutes.
But I mean,
God.
but it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad of an idea.
No. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Like I've always been like a story game player. I don't play that many multiplayer games.
I'm a big PvE man.
Like, just yeah. Like I don't know. I guess I'm just describing Prototype, but demon.
Well, Prototype
I mean,
and
I don't think
Infamous are
people. I
very,
don't
very
think
similar.
people would. I don't think people would argue with a new Prototype game, though, even if it's a
That's
spiritual
actually being
successor.
rumored. It's actually being rumored right now that there is another one in the works.
I've heard
Even
about
if
it.
it was, I mean, people. I don't think people would argue with spiritual successors to old games.
I mean, other games are inspired by other games, so I mean, it won't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't. And besides, that kind of game has not been made for who knows how long, as
True.
well. So
It would be a banger.
it
right now.
could be like a revival title, and
it doesn't have
Yeah.
much challenge. I mean, what is it going to go against? Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I'm being dead ass.
Spider-Man.
What other superhero?
Yeah,
games
man.
come out?
I don't know. Cameron, do you got any ideas?
Oh
Why
my
is your
God.
game so
Why are you so loud?
You
What's
went to
up
the
with your
funny
game?
mic. You went to the funny mic.
What are you talking about?
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh,
there you go.
okay.
This guy.
Cameron, you
he's
got
funny.
anything?
For his game or my game?
Yours game.
Either. Your game.
I haven't thought about it in a while, but as you know, I've been trying to brainstorm ideas for this one day, if possible, game called Memory. The basic idea of the
I
plot
do remember.
is that I believe the main character's name was Elliot. And Elliot is a man who lives somewhere within the Cold War era, like it just ended. So he's within that timeline. Simple guy, has a wife and kids. He gets into a very bad
This is a
accident and he
story-based
goes
game.
into a coma. Now he goes into a coma, and that's where most of the game goes forward. You will wake up in the house, and basically the idea is that you will find VHS tapes to collect your memories. If you don't collect your memories, you will go into a different route. It's ideally very similar to Silent Hill when I was thinking about it, and I had never played Silent Hill until recently. And when I played Silent Hill, I loved it so much that I played it twice. Silent Hill 2, may be clear. I played it twice, on stream and off stream, and I've been kind of like, in my mind, it's like a Silent Hill-esque game, how I look at it, because I want there to be combat, but I also want there to be really heavy decision choices, where it kind of has like a Silent Hill or Until Dawn type effect, where it's not like you talk to characters and you have like, multiple decisions. Because I want Elliot to be a silent protagonist. That way, I'm a big fan of those games. I like Half-Life, I like Subnautica, Portal, I like silent protagonists.
There is a
Elden
lot of
Ring.
games where you choose your route, but the protagonist is not.
Yeah, and
There
I
are
also
games that
this,
are like that.
I also want this to be done because of the design choice. Because when you start the game, you won't know anything about Alien. Your goal is going to be like kind of like picking up fragments and learning the story as it goes. And you encounter these creatures that live in a different world. The idea is in memory, where do your nightmares go? So like we all have storage, we all have like memories and shit in our head, but they eventually fade. And we're like, where do they go? Well, I have a dream, but where the fuck did my dream go? The idea is that there is a world or a realm that exists that actually collects all that data, whatever it's nightmare, whether it's a little fear, a phobia, and the more you manifest in that world, the more the manifestation comes to flesh and bone. And the no signal was one of the creatures me and Kiwi created, which is this TV head like spider creature that I've recently been developing on the story on how that will play into it. So I won't go into much detail, but it'll take place with a murder in a TV store, and the idea of the gameplay is that the character will have to navigate through a very large TV store. It also is very inspired by SCP. So if anybody knows this one SCP where it's like, I don't know if it's a fucking Home Depot, but when you go into the building, at first it seems like a normal Home Depot.
Oh, the
But
IKEA.
the
IKEA?
IKEA, yes,
Yeah.
it's the levels based off the IKEA level, where it's just endless, and I mean endless rows of TVs, and we're talking the fat, heavy TVs in the 90s. This creature will be blind, but it will be able to hear you. And the idea is that the TVs will come on with static. If it's static, that means don't walk in front of it. It'll come out the TV and grab you. Then you can walk by. You can hide in the empty spots where the TVs have been moved, but sometimes you'll catch this creature roaming by. One of the details we added is that this creature's in pain, like always, because when you see the body in its design, how the fuck is that thing even alive? So when it gets you, it'll pick you up and slam its head into your head, basically ending the broadcast, hinting the no signal. And that's how it would kill you. It's suffering, just like whatever created it in this world. And there was two ideas on how to do this. You can either explore the area, find the tape, and get out, or you can take a more aggressive route, find an axe nearby, like a fire axe that would be inside a store like this in case of emergency. I'm really against firearms, but I want to add them, but like later game, because I realized when playing Silent Hill, not Silent Hill, Alien Isolation years ago, that I was terrified of that motherfucker until I got the flamethrower. Then it was just like on sight, which is not a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing to have the ability to fight back, but you don't want to give too much power. And I eventually went to where you can fight back against this creature, but is it? I guess it's not more of a morale question, but since you as the player is avoiding getting the tapes, this kind of like where it struggles in my mind to kind of get this right. You as the player avoiding getting the tapes, you're going for a different ending, which leads to a whole different path. My idea is that there's 3 endings, but that'll be discussed one day in the future. And that's just one of the monsters. I mean, we have the I think we called it creation. We have the fucking I can't remember all the names. I just know the no signal is the one I've reworked the most. But everything that I've worked on when it comes to this thing is that it's based off memory, it's based off fear, it's based off phobia. I've been researching the brain and basically how it stores coma when you're in a coma, how that part of the brain works. And I was actually redesigning the logo in my head and on paper of instead of it being like I think Nick saw some of the old drafts, rough drafts of the logo, where it was like the skull and they kind of like showed the truck and everything in the factory. I made it where now it's kind of like got the brain itself wrapped around in barbed wire, but also in flesh, where it's got multiple different faces of different characters. Kind of like how you know sometimes you look at a person's face but you can't remember, so it's got that like fuzziness to it. But that's how the game will go. There's actually a character in it that I really like that I created long ago, which is gonna be Elliot himself. He'll go into this world, or not world. He'll go into this like hotel area, I think it is, and he'll look in the mirror, kind of like what is it called? It feels the way I envisioned it. The movie you really like, Nick, the horror movie. It's got the bar scene. I can't remember it right now. What's the name of it? It's like a wife, a husband, and a kid, and he goes crazy with an axe.
The Shining?
The Shining, yes, yes. I like to imagine this is like The Shining, but it's a mirror, and he's basically trying to just figure out like how the hell does he even get here? Who is he? What's going on? And this other version of him obviously will come out the mirror. And this version is supposed to be him, but better. I mean, just in every way. But there's a mask. And this version, you will have to, like, track down. Well, he's going to track you down. You're going to have to try to get out of there. And the idea behind this character is that it's supposed to be, you're supposed to accept yourself, like, accept who you are physically as a person to move on. Because as long as you keep hating and not acknowledging your, issues that you find with yourself, then you're not going to be able to move on. And this character that's what the embodiment he is. He's a reflection of what Elliot wants to be, but obviously can't. And the reason why there's a mask is because when he takes the mask off, there's no face. You can make the perfect body, but you can't make the perfect face. And that's kind of like the idea behind it. And then there's multiple other characters that I kind of like really want to symbolize with this story of how it goes. But mainly, like I said before, the idea is that it's a man who struggles with a lot of things. It's the 50s. It's the the Cold War had just ended. You can imagine the hard struggles they were going through there during that time for a guy like that, especially a guy.
Wait, when does it take place?
It takes place in the either the 1970s. I want to say 1970. It's been a minute, either 1970 or 1960. It's like somewhere near the end of the Cold War.
Well, wait. The Vietnam War started.
No, not Vietnam. That was a mistake. I
Cold
said
War,
the Cold War. Cold War.
Cold War didn't end in the 60s, did it?
It was either the 70s or the 60s. I'm brain farting right now because, like I said, I haven't looked at this in a minute. But that's the rough idea.
No, it ended in the 90s.
It ended in the 90s? Okay, I need to look at the book. Then I got written
Yeah,
down.
it's
been a minute. It's been a minute.
Whoa, I was about to say 60s and 70s.
Okay, I got it. That's when the
Vietnam War was still going on. Wait a minute.
Now I know why I got it off, because earlier you were mentioning Vietnam War, and I looked up what time the Vietnam War happened. So the 50s was the Vietnam War. It ended in the 90s.
There's the 60s and 70s.
No, the Vietnam War ended, it started in like 1955. The Vietnam War.
Yeah, but it went to 75.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It was originally. Okay. It's supposed to be within that area. I don't remember. Okay. It's been so long. I mean, I haven't looked at this thing almost in a year and a half. But
That's fair.
But yeah, it's within that timeline, and there's a lot of things about it. I haven't really decided how I want the gameplay to be if I ever do it. The gameplay is kind of like it struggles to be between a fucking story-like game similar to Evils of Fear, or I forgot the other game, but I haven't played it yet. It's really good. It's I can't remember the name of the game, and the Silent Hill-esque like game. It's kind of like, that's how I envision it.
Have you ever played Evil Within?
I have not, but I watched people playing it growing up.
Damn, the Vietnam War went on longer than World War II. That's kind of crazy thinking about that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam War went on for 20 years, while World War II went from 39 to 45. Only about, 6 years? That's kind of crazy.
I think my biggest struggles with the game is that I don't know if I want it first person or third person. I like the one it
Why not both?
I think it should.
I think third.
The reason why is
I think third. Third.
A part of me wants to say third, but then it comes down to
first person segments in there a little bit.
First person segments.
I don't want to reveal Elliot's face until a certain section of the story, because the idea.
Well,
is that
what if you can't remember your face? So a lot of times it's just a great big shadow over
That's
your
what
face.
I was thinking. Yeah, like a static or shadow. There's a lot of ways you can do it, but like I said, the concept is basically you're trying to collect your memories, and the only way you can do it is by the old VHS tapes. And the more deeper you go into this world of the unknown, the more you open doors. That's another thing I remember. The decisions in this game are basically gonna be door based. So instead of like having a prompt that says, okay, you did this, you said this, they will remember that. This is all about doors. So let's say there's 2 doors and you walk through one of them. That's your path. You chose that. You can't go back, but you did make that door. And each level will have like a more significant amount of doors that will branch off into different areas. And sometimes you will be able to go back, depending on the door you choose. But when one door opens, the other one closes. That's the concept it goes off of.
All right.
That's pretty much it. That's all I remember right now. It's been a long time.
That does sound kind of
pretty
because you relive relive trauma, relive like happy lives, sad lives, like just a constant state of just like remembrance having to go through from who you were before, if you want to accept it or not.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Mhm.
it. I remember this is a little spoiler, but I remember one of the endings I wrote is that there will be a way for these creatures to leak into the real world after you wake up from the coma. I think it was like one of the bad endings. And basically it was like if you refused to get all the tapes and you made all the wrong decisions, or not wrong decisions, but the decisions that you thought were right, this would extend your period of in the coma. So if you do the good ending, you get out of the coma faster. You're still young, youthful, you got time to live your life. If you do the bad ending, you got years into that coma. And you wake up and you're old. You're like, damn, I wasted 10 years or less or not.
Mhm.
And that would lead into not only you waking up, but something else that would branch into the real world. And it would kind of like give like a sneak peek of like, yeah, these things that you were running from, they've now got a gateway here. And that would be explained with the lore and everything and how that would work. Because like I said, this is at first it thinks like it's your mind, it's your dream. But as time goes on, it's really your conscious has been teleported into like a different world that exists similar within yours. This is where it comes with the Silent Hill similarities, where like Silent Hill exists like on top of it, like you're in the same plane but different.
Right.
It reminds me of like a. It reminds me of like an analog horror series I've seen.
But yeah,
In a way.
that's pretty much
So-
it for memory.
That's
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
No, yeah, for
But
sure.
we
for
are
sure.
out of time.
Oh no.
Oh wait,
I
I have
no.
subtopics.
Oh.
I have subtopics. I can run through these.
We
Real
are
fast.
out of time.
No,
It
we are
is.
not.
We
We are
it's
not.
an hour and 36 minutes.
All right, we look okay. Okay, we could do one or two subtopics, or we could try to
I
spice
can,
it
I
up.
can,
one-
I can
one
speed.
subtopic.
I can
We can do
speed
one.
through these. I can
Do
speed
one.
through these. I can speed through these.
Okay, we'll do a quick speed.
All
1
right.
minute speed.
All right, first one. Katy Perry. This woman went on a space trip. I don't know if y'all heard about this. All right, she
Oh,
went up
I
there for
saw a video
11
about
minutes.
that.
11 minutes. 11 minutes. She was up there, down, gone. Millions of dollars for this trip, and she claimed to be the first women crew on the space trip. That's crazy.
That's
Two.
bullshit.
The death of 4chan has happened. I don't know if you keep up with
Yep,
4chan.
yep,
I
yep.
don't.
That's a 4chan.
So
It
my brother
died.
was telling
It
me about this.
fucking
You know how
imploded.
this happened?
I
You know how this happened?
I don't know
So,
how it
if
happened,
you did-
but a lot of stuff
so-
was exposed.
Okay. So I'll explain it. So if you didn't know, 4chan has been completely raided by feds. The entire site has been completely infiltrated by feds.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to know what happened? One of the main guys who made 4chan or whatever, he had posted a meme about chicken jockey. I'm not fucking joking.
Yeah,
about
it
this.
was the
He
last
posted
meme that
a
everybody
meme
posted.
about chicken jockey, and a guy said, "What is chicken jockey?" Immediately, and that's when everyone knew 4chan was infiltrated by a bunch of feds.
No.
Because they didn't know what chicken jockey was.
Mm-hmm.
The
No
Minecraft
fucking
movie.
way.
Dude, It
Exposed
started for that
feds
image, and it
on
was the last image
4chan.
on the site. Like you couldn't post anything else on the site after that. It got so overloaded that it's done. You can't. It's done.
They
They cannot access
the original
cannot
creators
access
the
it,
of
or
site's
no?
4chan
fucked.
crashed it.
It said I have a note here. It says it got taken down by a group of hackers. Database dumped. Mods have been doxxed, and some of the mods were even some federal agents themselves on 4chan. And all the servers are offline. And the last post ever will remain on 4chan. It's fucking chicken.
I
jockey.
believe part of the people who hacked it, I think it was one of the original devs or whatever, one of the original people who created 4chan who let them in to fucking crash
A
it.
next one I want to mention, Oblivion Remaster. That was recently
Oh, I
discovered.
saw that.
Yeah, I saw that a
Remaster.
while
Looks
ago.
Great. Looks great. All right, second thing, we're going back to Minecraft.
I can't believe we're
movie.
getting Oblivion remastered before we get any more news on fucking Elder Scrolls 6. That
What
game
the
was
fuck
announced
is that?
back when Elder Scrolls 6 was announced when Fallout
No,
76 was
not
coming
that.
out.
Not that. Look at Nick's friend on his desk.
Bro, that's been sitting there for so long.
I
You
just
This has
know,
been here
you
for
know
the
it.
past. This has
Well-
been here for so long.
I got a confession. I when Christian was done talking, I just got off schedule. I was listening and playing the game at the same time. I
You
rest-
fucker.
I'm not.
I
I'm
restarted-
not gonna lie, guys. I've been on Armor Reforger the whole time.
Well, I'm about to go jerk off. You know, how about that?
But my last topic, the Minecraft movie. All right, we've heard about it almost every episode. This thing has
Yep.
surpassed Sonic 3 in the box office. This thing has earned over $500 million. Its fucking production was $100 million. Okay. Now the second thing, someone has died watching the movie.
Oh yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
They died from a seizure, and when they passed, or when they were passing, the group of teens behind them went chicken jockey as they were taking his body out.
And also, the paramedics stayed for the whole movie. By the way, they
Dude,
stayed for the
it's-
whole movie.
It's crazy. And you know, Jack Black had to arrive at one point as well and be like, "Please don't throw the popcorn." And that was it. That's all I got for subtopics. It was crazy.
I
It's
can't
crazy.
believe somebody died and the last thing they hear is
It's
chicken jockey.
Like they didn't have the
Um,
respect. They were just like
Chicken
chicken
jockey."
jockey.
And then it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then shut up afterwards.
I'm going to hell for the fact that this is way too funny for me. I'm laughing at this. I'm
Also,
sorry.
you know what's even like a funny thing? Like a night like about in the box of it, it has earned so much, but you don't hear anything good about the movie. By the way,
No,
you don't.
nothing.
You,
Not a
you
damn
haven't
thing.
heard a
It's
single
just the
damn thing.
memes. It's just the memes
just
that
the
keep
meme.
it going.
It's just the memes. Like, and no one talks about the movie itself. No one talks like if it's good. I mean, people just say it's bad. Like people just say it's bad, and that's it. It's bad, but the memes are fire.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey, water bucket, like
Did y'all see the video of the guy who literally brought a fucking chicken?
Oh yeah, they threw a chicken and threw it up
Yeah.
in the air. Man, these people are insane. I have never seen like even for
I-
in game, I have never seen this much chaos.
you know, like what's even funny? People always question like, how do people get these things inside the theater?
how the fuck do you
I
get a
mean-
chicken? A chicken,
Bro,
a living
but
creature.
you know how because this is what people do. People always like if you were friends, they because you know you go to the exit doors right on the side of the movie
Oh,
theater.
yeah.
Yeah. So you open those while your friend is like rushing in, bringing whatever they brought in, and then bring it to inside the movie theater. And like chicken jockey,
This
I
man
got a
brought
chicken.
No, dude, there was another clip I saw where, like, dude, the fucking popcorn, they snuck in popcorn bags, and everybody during chicken jockey, chicken jockey. I saw the aftermath of them
Chicken
cleaning it.
jockey.
I felt so bad. There was like piles upon piles up to the seats of popcorn.
It's done really bad. And movie theaters are a lot of times they don't even make it through the whole movie until the
Is
stops it. And
I
chicken
actually-
it's not even just that, but is in the movie itself they had to put disclaimers in the movie itself as
yeah.
well.
So I actually went to go see the Minecraft movie not too long ago.
I
in
haven't.
Kiwi. And it's
Chicken
enjoyable if you
jockey.
turn your brain off. If you watch it without turning your brain off, God help you. But there's only 2 parts I liked. No, 3 parts. Chicken jockey,
Chicken
obviously.
jockey.
The chicken song, that was pretty good. The lava chicken song.
La la
And,
la lava.
There was a weird like gay
lava
connection
chickens,
between Jason Momoa and Jack Black. Like it wasn't, it wasn't like in the story. But like when you watch these 2 characters, they had so much screen time. You were like, when are they gonna kiss? When the fuck are these 2 gonna kiss? Like I looked at Kiwi, I was like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? You're like, I'm seeing it too.
Did people scream chicken jockey when it
Yeah,
came on screen?
there weren't that many people in there, but like as the chicken jockey came up, I saw some kids
Chicken
get up,
jockey.
chicken jockey, and their mom was like, sit your ass down.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
But our theater, thankfully,
You should have
wasn't
joined
that
them,
bad.
damn it. You should have helped them.
Oh,
you help the homies.
we joined them. We didn't yell, but we went like chicken jockey. But I went to the guy as I ordered the popcorn, and as I ordered the popcorn, he just gave me a look. And I said, I didn't even say anything. I asked him like, "How's your day going?" He said, "Can I see your ticket real quick?" I show him the ticket.
No.
And I was like, listen, I'm not gonna throw the popcorn. And I asked him, how many people have you had to throw out? And he said, dude, we've had to return over 100 tickets within today alone.
Because they're not fucking. They just don't want to fucking show it anymore.
Dude, like, it's gotten so bad. I'm surprised, like, no one's gotten shot. It's so bad. But that's all I gotta say.
If that's
about
how it
my
is with
experience.
a shitty movie like Minecraft with its memes, good lord, I hope this isn't the same thing with fucking Revenge of the Sith. Just imagine, I'm just imagining, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
All right, Christian, send us off.
Alright,
Alright.
we have been past due our fucking time, boys. Shit, it's time for us to get the fuck on out of here. I hope you all
Alright.
fucking enjoyed this. it was mainly just us being all fucking topping, and it's really pissing me off.
I want to play my Schedule 1. I want to play my Armory Forger.
Shit.
I want to work for Chicken Jockey.
You
don't
know,
understand. You don't
Anyways, my name is Crazy Blanket. This is fucking Cameron. Say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye, motherfuckers. Go subscribe to some Gary Smacker on the
Say
channel.
goodbye, Steebly Wiener.
Goodbye, motherfuckers. Like and follow
Say
on
goodbye to
Spotify.
Ashley the Mexican.
Where my goddamn Dr. Pepper at, motherfucker?
You hear
We'll
me,
see you
goddamn
on
Dr.
the
Pepper.
next fucking episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let us know about your ideas.